Well, we've just received a copy of the Labour Court recommendation and we have briefed our Executive Council, so they have taken a decision to suspend the industrial action that's scheduled to take place tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, to allow time to consider the Labour Court recommendation, and we will be meeting with our strike committees on Wednesday and with our executive on that day as well, and they will give a full consideration of the Labour Court recommendation at that time.
So the industrial action plan for the next 3 days is off for the moment?
That's right, it's suspended from tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That is the decision of the Executive Council.
Have you any initial thoughts on the recommendation? Do you think it provides a basis for resolving this dispute?
I think it is progress. I think we have a lot of work to do. We have certain aspects that require further negotiation, and we have to brief our Executive Council fully and then meet with our members and appraise them of all the ins and outs of the recommendation. But for the moment, the important piece is that our members have this evening be aware that the Labour Court has taken arguments that have been made on their behalf on board, and that the Executive Council have now suspended the industrial action that is scheduled to take place from tomorrow.
So there's enough in what has been suggested that would warrant that. What details can you give us, if any?
Well, there's a lot in it, and we will have to give a full briefing on Wednesday, which we intend to do. And I think that the Executive felt that the efforts made by the Labour Court over this weekend were very welcome, and they thanked the Labour Court specifically for the efforts they put in, and out of deference, of course, to the Court and their request to us to consider suspending the action, they have taken the decision to do that.
Obviously, pay is a big feature of the recommendation, is it?
Well, there are many aspects to it which we will have to give details to our Executive in full on Wednesday when we meet them.
Pay is one of the features.
How optimistic are you getting what you set out to achieve at the start of the section?
Well, I think there is many aspects, as I said, of the recommendation that require deeper scrutiny by our Executive in the first instance and by our membership in general. There are parts that need to be further negotiated, which we intend to do as requested by the Labour Court and as set out in the recommendation over the next 3 weeks, and then we will have a full picture to put to our members.
Is there any risk of your members being disappointed by this?
Well, there's always a risk, but for us right now our focus is on getting the information, the correct information, the detailed information to our members and giving them an opportunity to consider the full picture.
When would there be a vote of all your members?
Well, in the first instance, that will be a matter for the Executive to determine when they meet on Wednesday.
Great.